student. Yesterday we have started in the fundamental unit of life, and we have already discussed about the prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell. And yesterday we have already started the cell organelle, under which we have already learned about nucleus, nucleolus, and nucleus. Today we will start with the second cell organelle, that is an endoplasmic reticulum. Student, endoplasmic reticulum is a complex network of the membrane bound channels or flat sacs, tubules, and vesicle. It may be connected to both the outer nuclear membrane as well as the plasma membrane, and the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum are similar in structure to the plasma membrane. Endoplasmic reticulum is present in all the cells except the prokaryotes and the mammalian erythrocyte like the RBC, and depending upon the presence or absence of the ribosome on the surface, there are the two types of an endoplasmic reticulum. Those endoplasmic reticulum, those who are having ribosome on their surface, they are known as a rough endoplasmic reticulum, like that. And those who are not having any kind of an ribosome on them, they are known as in smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So total two type of an endoplasmic reticulums are there. What are the main functions that the endoplasmic reticulums are performing? There are few important functions that the endoplasmic reticulum is performing. Number one is the protein synthesis. You know that the ribosomes are responsible for the synthesis of a protein. So definitely the rough endoplasmic reticulum is the site of an protein synthesis. A smooth endoplasmic reticulum is help in lipid synthesis, and both the protein and the lipid synthesized on the endoplasmic reticulum are used for making the cell membrane. And the protein can also function as an enzyme, and hormones are formed of the protein and the lipid. So endoplasmic reticulum having a very important role. The third function performed by the endoplasmic reticulum is the transport. Endoplasmic reticulum helps in the intracellular and intracellular transport of the substances. It gives internal support to the cytoplasm. ER also provides the large surface area for the synthesis of many chemical and the various physiological activity. And a smooth endoplasmic reticulum of the liver cell is also take part in detoxifying the many poisons and the drugs. Students, now will move toward the another important cell organelle, that is a nuclear membrane. What is nuclear membrane? Nuclear membrane is the outermost covering of the nucleus, or we can say that it is an envelope, and it is a double membrane covering which separate the nucleus from the cytoplasm, and it is perforated by the many minute pores, and nuclear pores allow the exchange of the material between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. The outer membrane of the nuclear envelope is usually connected with the endoplasmic reticulum, and it also bears the ribosome. So in that manner, the nuclear membrane is playing an important role. Now the next cell organelle is the Golgi apparatus. Student, Golgi apparatus is discovered by the Campbell Golgi, and Golgi apparatus is an organelle of a membrane bound sac, tubules, and the vesicles, which is specialized to elaborate and secrete complex biochemicals. And the apparatus lie near the nucleus. It is found in all eukaryotic cell except the mammalian RBC. Golgi apparatus is a single complex in an animal cell, while in the plant cell it is formed of a separate unit which we generally call a dictyosomes. They are the membrane bound sac of an Golgi apparatus are very thin and curved, and they are called as in cisternae. And along with that, the vesicles are also there. Normally the apparatus receives the vesicle from the endoplasmic reticulum and other cell component, or in formative convex or the cis phase for the elaboration of their contest. As far as the functions are concerned, The Golgi body involved in the repair and the synthesis of the cell membrane. It also help in formation of an lysosomes. It's a major function of an secretion is a major function of an Golgi apparatus, and all type of an substances which are to be secreted or excreted as it is happen in the gland are packed in the vesicle by the Golgi apparatus for the passage to the outside. It is a important component of the cell wall, and except the cellulose are synthesized by the Golgi apparatus, and complex and the special sugars like the galactose are also made up of an Golgi apparatus. So Golgi body act as a packaging unit uh, in our cell. Now we move toward the another cell organelle, that is the lysosomes. What are lysosomes? I think you all have heard about the lysosome. You know that lysosome has a suicidal bag. Lysosome are the small spherical vesicles covered by a single membrane which contain digestive enzymes for intracellular digestion and waste disposal. Because of their function in the intracellular digestion, lysosomes are also called as in digestive bags. The digestive enzyme contained in the lysosomes are generally synthesized by the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and because of their ability to kill and digest the cellular component, lysosome are called as in suicide bag. As far as the functions are concerned, the main function is to destruct the foreign particle, whether it's a bacteria or the viruses. So they provide protection of the body, or they work in the defense of our body. They help in the intracellular digestion of the food particle. They help in removing dead and the worn out cellular organelles by digesting them. And lysosomes are therefore called the cellular scavengers or the demolition squad of our cell. And as well as it is also uh, helpful in the metamorphosis during the larval stage. The larval forms are digested by the lysosomes to provide the raw material for the formation of an adult organ. So in that manner, that lysosome is one of the important cell organelle. Student, next cell organelle you all know, we call them the powerhouse of a cell, that is a mitochondria. Mitochondria are rod shaped or the sausage shaped cell organelle of the aerobic eukaryote which take part in the phase of the aerobic respiration called the Krebs cycle. Mammalian RBCs are devoid of them, and the mitochondria are commonly known as I told, it is a powerhouse of cell because they contain the enzymes necessary for the total oxidation of an food and for release of a high amount of an energy. Whatever enzymes are required for the breaking for the respiration or for the oxidation of an food material, it is found in the mitochondria, and that's why the mitochondria is known as a powerhouse of cell. Mitochondria is responsible for the synthesis of an ATP. That's why the ATP, which is known as an energy currency of the cell, it is generated with the help of an oxidation of an food material in the mitochondria. If you look after toward the structure of a mitochondria, the mitochondria is bounded the outer membrane and the inner membrane. Outer membrane is smooth and porous, whereas the inner membrane is folded, and these folded structures are known as in cristae. Okay, these are the finger like projection which is inside, they called the cristae, and cristae increase the surface area for the ATP generating chemical reaction, and ATP synthesis occurs over the tennis racket shaped particle called the oxysomes. Mitochondria encloses a matrix having DNA, ribosome, and the enzyme. And the enzyme which is found in the matrix are helpful in the respiration process. So the respiration process means oxidation of an food material for the generation of an energy is taken place with the help of an mitochondria. As far as the functions of a mitochondria are concerned, what are the important functions that the mitochondria is performing? The main function of a mitochondria is helpful is aerobic respiration. So mitochondria are the site where the aerobic part of the respiration called the Krebs cycle is performed. Second function, the mitochondria provide energy in the form of an ATP for the vital activities. and like synthesis of the chemical compound, their transport for the mechanical work, and as well as it also provide the intermediates for synthesis of the various chemicals like the like the fatty acid, steroid, amino acid, chlorophyll, etc., etc. Now we'll talk about the plastids. Plastids are the large cell organelle found only in the plant cell. They are not found in the animal cell. They are only present in the plant cell, which are specialized to synthesize and store the organic substances. And on the basis of the pigment in them, plastids are often two type. Number one is a leukocyte, the colorless or the white plastid. The leucoplasts are the color in food material, which further divided into amyloplasts. Those protein are known as an aleuroplast. Those who are storing the oil, they are known as an elaioplast. And leucoplasts are mostly present in the storage cell of the root and the underground stems. Second one is the chromoplast. What is chromoplast? The chromoplasts are the colored plastid. These chromoplasts are the colored plastid, and chromoplasts are often two subtypes: the non-greenous and the green chromoplasts. The green chromoplast is known as in chloroplast. This is the structure of in chloroplast, and this chloroplast is actively taken part in the photosynthetic activity. As you know that the trapping of an sunlight in the plant, especially in the leaf, is done by the chloroplast. They are having the matrix at the grana through which the chlorophyll A is responsible for the absorption of an sunlight. As far as the functions are concerned, what is the important function performing by the plastid? Chromoplast provided color to fruit and the flowers. They attracts animal to help in the pollination and fruit dispersion. Leucoplasts take part in the storage of the protein, starch in the oil. Chloroplasts trap the solar energy, and as well as they are responsible for the oxygen carbon dioxide balance. You know that the photosynthetic activity is performed by them, so definitely the photosynthetic activity is controlled with the help of uh, with the help with the help of chloroplast. The chloroplast is responsible for for providing the facility for that. Next one is the vacuole. What are vacuole? Vacuoles are membrane bound non cytoplasmic sac that contain non living solid or the liquid content. In plant cell, they are of a larger size, while in the animal cell, the vacuoles are of a small size. They are very minute. Number is very less, or they are of a small size. In animal and the young plant cell, vacuoles are small, and the main function of an vacuole is osmoregulation and excretion. Because if we osmoregulation, talk about the osmoregulation, the contractile vacuole which take part in the osmoregulation and the excretion, as in you have seen in the paramecium. Storage vacuoles store a number of substances like the salt, sugar, amino acid, organic acid, some protein. Vacuoles function as a dump house of a waste product in the plant cell. Whatever the waste products it is generated inside the cell, it is going to be stored or the dumped in vacuole. And they are the turgidity and the rigidity also are due to the vacuole, and the shape vacuole maintains an osmotic concentration. The osmotic concentration is maintained by them. So in that manner, that these are the important cell organelle present inside the cell, which plays an important role. Next one is the cell wall. The outermost covering, the rigid outer covering outside the plasma membrane, is called a cell wall, and it is found mainly fungi, bacteria, and the plant cell. And in plant, cell wall is made up of the cellulose. If we talk about the cell wall is made up of a cellulose in the plant cell. So that's the end of the cell organelle. In the next session, we will discuss about the plasma membrane and transportation across the membranes. Thank you and have a nice day.